Hey guys, it's Matt Fielder with MJF Guide Service, and I am here to give you your May 28th fishing report for Table Rock Lake. Guys, it's a really fun time out there right now. The lake level is rising. The water level is 924.02 as of right now. Last time I was able to check, and it's flooded, but it's a lot of fun. There's numerous different types of bites that you can go and do right now. I had a really good trip this morning and caught a bunch of fish in a different ways. How I've been catching my fish over the last, since it started flooding, at the end of last week, through the weekend, at the beginning of this week, it's changed a little bit from the end of last week to this week. But this is, if you're going out the rest of this week or into the weekend, here's some key things that you can pick up and throw. So if you're gonna try to primarily focus on largemouth, a couple of the baits that I've been throwing is, in the morning especially, or if you have an overcast day, this right here is a cane walker by Berkeley. Each day is a little bit different. Some days they want this, some days they want the jointed redfin, just a jointed bait. But on the jointed redfin, I've noticed that they kind of want it a little bit slower for whatever reason. If I try to speed it up too much, I'm not getting as many bites on it. I really couldn't tell you why, but jointed redfin, reeled slowly, has been working pretty good for me as far as the topwater goes. And then I'll throw around this Berkeley cane walker as well. Now, when I'm around really, really thick, heavy vegetation, I really like going to a smash mouth poppin' frog or the fat frog by Snag Proof. Those are my two favorite frogs. You can go get them in Modern Outdoor Tackle. And they just walk really good, and they have a really nice spitting action, but the best part about them is the hookup percentage. There's a lot of trash in the water, so that, those two topwater baits have been really good for me. Now, if they quit eating that topwater, and it seems like for me, maybe for somebody else they're catching them pretty good, but if I can't get them to eat a topwater, or they're coming up and missing it or whatever, I'm actually throwing a regular 110 jerk bait, and it's been doing pretty good for me. This one's a pro green color, and I'm not working it slow either. I'm ripping it pretty hard. I'm catching these fish on channel swings leading into points, have been really good for me, and especially the sides of the points, which is a little, you would think more so points, but the sides of the points have been really, really good for me. And as far as flipping goes, I've been throwing the big bore by NetBait. They have bait fuel in them. They got a nice profile that'll go through that cover really easily and not get hung up. That's what's been working for me when I'm flipping. Really good bait. Now, if I'm, as the day gets on, maybe my clients aren't catching them as well flipping, then we'll get out a little bit and we'll cast up. And a few of my key baits are, just a 2.8 or 3.3 Keitech. I'm throwing mine on a 7-foot slabs rod, one piece. Really good rod for, just dragging, or if you're, just bringing the bait back, scoping. So with those same fish, if they're off the sides of the points or on the points, is where I'm primarily catching those fish. A lot of them are on gravel, and I'm catching a lot of spotted bass and smallmouth doing that, more so than the largemouth right now. If you're targeting largemouth, you'll want to go out and flip some bushes, and you'll catch more largemouth that way. I'm not catching a ton of spots flipping. They seem to be more out. Same with the smallmouth. Not saying you're not going to catch them, flipping bushes, but I'm catching more largemouth than I am spots or smallmouth doing that. The baits that I'm throwing for live scope, I'm throwing the Prop Duster by NetBait. This one is in the Tennessee Shad color. That's what I've got tied on. And I'm also throwing that on a 7-foot slabs one-piece rod. It's got a really soft tip, but it's got a good strong backbone. It seems to keep those fish pegged up really, really good. Another bait that I've been throwing out on the sides of the points and on the points is a Peewee football jig. And those are, you know, you can throw basically whatever your favorite bottom bait is. You know, something for me a little bit smaller in profile seems to be the case, just because I want to get my clients a lot of bites. But I'm sure if you up your bait size a little bit, you'll get a little bit bigger bite as well. So until next week, guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you want to book a trip with me, you can either stop in Modern Outdoor Tackle and ask for Matt, or you can call me at 314-740-2017, or shoot me an email at mfielder9@gmail.com and book a trip, and let's get out fishing. Thank you.